Here we are again, viewers. This is part 2 of the Silkin Way walk with Mr. Martin there, and we've got a third member of the team with us today. Young Charlie the dog, Paul's dog. This is the very bench we were sat at last time you left us, and we're in the Telford Town park again, just by the Withy pool at the side here, and I believe that we're heading down towards this way. This is a new climbing adventure high rope thing. Yeah, we'll be sliding down that later on. Right, this is the amphitheatre, still part of Telford Town Park. There are various productions done here, dramatic productions, Shakespeare, although really not as many as there could be. I don't know whether that's a funding issue or whatever, but it's sadly a little bit underused. The pool in the background there of the little stage area is Rangley Pool. Well, we're just at the side now of the Wonderland attraction in the Telford Town Park, where you can walk through with the kids, and there's dinosaurs here and Santa and lots of different things. This is something new to me. I haven't seen any of this before, but it's quite impressive. I wish I'd have brought my daughter here a few years ago.
Some sources call this the Rangley chimney, while others call it the Sturchley chimney. It was built in 1873 by the Wellington Iron and Coal Company on the site of existing furnaces that had been operating since 1827. It's an impressive 62 metres high, and ironically the company went bankrupt in 1877, so the furnace was never actually fired by them. As you can see, a lot of renovation work's been done here, and visitors can now get a close-up view of the chimney and furnaces, but sadly the gates aren't open today for us to get a better view.
Well, this area has certainly been developed from the last time I was around here. You just get the scale of this chimney. It's a long way from bottom to top. That's a big old chimney, that is. And again, something that I never remember from being around these parts in my youth. There is the actual old foundry, or part of the old foundry buildings seem to be still intact.
These old tunnels at the back of the old Eveready factory have been blocked up now, but it's quite unclear what their original use was.
Yeah. Interesting tunnels anyway. This is a recent addition to the Silkin Way. Paul used to cycle along here on his way to work many years ago, and definitely can't remember this being here then. And the inscription on it says "Rest after work," with a pair of Wellington boots there. The significance of this I don't know. Well, this is Paul being very impressed by the Dorley and Sturchley railway station that's been excavated out. They made a good job of it as well. They've reconstructed the platform on what was an old railway station at one time on the Sturchley line.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. As we stand on the platform of the Dorley and Sturchley line, and as we swing round, we can see the bridge that still carries traffic, Sturchley Lane into Sturchley itself, and looks like Paul's away, so better catch up with him.
Well, we've already travelled under the aqueduct that carried the canal on its way to Coalport and gives this area its name. But this bridge is of more interest to me with its iron top, as I remember walking across it many times as a child on my way to Madeley with my auntie who lived in Chapel Lane. The bridge is on the site of the old Madeley Court station, on the Shifnal to Craven Arms line, and just down the track the Wellington to Coalport line crossed these tracks on a second bridge.
Contemporary.
Well, this old windmill that you see here and the bridge beyond are just leading down towards the old Madeley Court, which is now a hotel, but was once the home of Abraham Darby I in the early 1700s. This is Madeley Market Station on the Coalport branch railway. It was closed to passengers in 1952. The front of the building is now a house, while the back looks very much as it did then. Well, we're getting very near the end of the Silkin Way now, and this bridge we're about to go under carries the very famous Hay Incline Plane.
Well, we've made it now to Coalport Bridge. We've got the Wood Bridge public house just over the road there. This is the bridge over Coalport, and that seems to mark the end of our journey. So we can say now that we've traversed the Silkin Way for what it's worth. But it's been a very pleasant walk with some very pleasant company, and there's just a little commemorative plaque on the bridge here. I think it just says that when it was redone, it used some of the parts from the original bridge. Paul just taking a photo of that. Thoughts, Paul, at the end? No.
Easier second half.
Yeah.
Much easier second half than first half.
Yeah, it's just as well though, really, because it's a bit colder as well, isn't it, than the first?
A steady descent all the way from the town centre, really.
Yeah, that's it.
It surprised me. I thought there was some ascents, not many.
No, we've pretty much come downhill all the way. So now it's a case of planning what we're going to do next, and we may bring you that sometime in the future. But for now, it's goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Saying goodbye, Charlie.
7.19 miles, John.
7.19 miles? Phew, doddle.